Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk about Userlytics. It's a website that I tried recently. I had been subscribed to this website for about maybe 6 months or more, and I hadn't had an opportunity to do a test here. For those who don't know this website, it's basically a website where you can take some test, do some test, and make some money. Usually they pay between $10 to $15 depending on the test. As you can see on my screen right now, I have a test invitation that is paying $15. For this test, it requires you to do a screener before you can take the actual test that is going to pay you some money for your time. So in my dashboard here, as you can see on my screen, I have this invitation for a test. However, if I go to the right side of the screen, there's a button here that says plus info. That means this test is no longer available, at least not for now. And if you click on that, you're going to see that a message comes in that reads, the slots for this study have been completed for now. There may be some pending reviews, so you can try again in half an hour in case some others is rejected. That basically means that the tests submitted so far are being reviewed and some of those are rejected. That means they open up a new spot for a new review, for a new reviewer to do the test. My experience with this is that I took a test a week ago and it didn't go well. So I think my complaint here is that they don't explain the rules precisely. They don't tell you that you only have 30 minutes to complete the test. What they say instead is that the test will take up to 30 minutes to complete. And once you take the test, you will have instructions. And after each instruction, you have a task to perform. The problem here is that you are never told that when you reach the 30-minute limit, you are going to be automatically kicked out. The test is going to stop automatically and it won't let you finish the test. It doesn't matter if you just made one or two tasks and there are still five more tasks to complete, the test is going to stop automatically. So what happens next? I get a message that the test has been completed, and it even states that it doesn't matter if I didn't finish all the tasks, that all they wanted is for you to take that 30 minutes test and see how much you completed. So I thought that's great because even though I didn't finish all the tasks, because I took like a lot of time to think about the tasks that were presented to me, I was like positive. I was positive that my test would be approved. So after that, I just I just log out and then the next day I check my dashboard again. I check Userlytics. And in order to check your Userlytics test completed, there is a completed test section here that you can click on, and it's gonna show you three categories. The first one is pending review for those reviews that you have completed but haven't been reviewed yet. The second one is for the approved test. Those are the tests that you have completed and they have been reviewed and they have been approved for payment. Now, I want to make a parenthesis here because at first my now rejected test was in this category. The second or third day after I completed the test, it was right here as approved. So I was just expecting the money deposited to my account. And that would probably take a week or so. So after a week or so, I came back to check my dashboard and the completed test. and the status of my test. And I found out that it was in the third category as rejected. So I was disappointed, of course, not only because I spent 30 minutes doing this test, but also because at first the instructions weren't clear enough. And even after I finished the test, without finishing all the tasks presented, it said that it didn't matter, that my test would still work, which I think it didn't in the end. So now, since my test is now laying here within the rejected category, that means to me that it was rejected, and there's no, there's nothing here where I can click on and get support, get someone to talk to about this, because to me this might be a mistake on their side because their instructions weren't clear enough. They didn't explain that if I didn't complete the task within the 30 minutes, then my test will be rejected. They never explain that little detail, and I know this is something that is going to be frustrating for so many people because after spending some time of their day doing this test, they find out a week later that they're not getting paid for that test. So anyways, if you click here, that's the only button available, by the way, this button that says view message. If you click on that, you're gonna get the admin message, which basically says what I've just described, that I didn't complete all the tasks within the time limit. So yeah, they even give you a recommendation, but if I could answer here and give my feedback, it would be you could be more clear on the instructions. And even after you finish the test, you could explain clearly to the users that they might not get approved because they didn't complete all the tasks. So basically, I would say overall, my experience with Userlytics, it's not good. It was a bad experience in so many ways because of the instructions were unclear. And after I finish the test, I receive a message that I've completed, and it didn't matter if I didn't complete all the tasks. And then after that, I got my test approved at once. And then after a week, I got it rejected. So as you can imagine, this is something that makes you doubt about this website. And in my opinion, in my case at least, I got more invitations after that, but I simply don't want to take them because it's like a 50-50. I might get compensated for my time, but I might not. And it's because of the instructions. Instructions are not clear. In my opinion, if you can skip this website, do it. If you still want to take the risk, just bear in mind that you need to complete a task within the given time. So if your reviews are long and you know that you like to talk a lot, just like me, when you're reviewing something, it can be a website, a product, etc., an application, then just bear in mind that your test might not be approved. So just keep that in mind, and I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, you don't go through the same experience that I went through with Userlytics. But anyways, that's my experience. Let me know if you had similar experience, or if you were lucky and you are using this website for longer than I have. As I mentioned before, this is my first time doing a test with this website, but maybe that's just my experience. Maybe I did something wrong. Let me know if you had a different experience, and I would appreciate your feedback as well. So thank you. Hope this video was helpful for some of you. So see you next time. Bye bye.